Hi, I'm Kaylee with Rafting Magazine, and today we're going to be talking about the MTI PFDiva. So it's meant for women with the PFDiva. Little clever play on words there. And it's a solidly built jacket. It's meant for class 3-ish. I have taken on class 4 and 5, and it's been super solid. It is intended for women. The whole reason behind the Diva part is that it is built as a solid unit jacket. So when you put it on, it's meant to support for women's chests rather than squeezing chests or the divide and conquer, which a lot of jackets tend to do for women. No, fitting very well. So this is a solid unit. It zips together, and they also have some optional inserts to help support as well, that go underneath the breast, that you could remove if you don't like it. For me, it tended to not work so well, so I just took it out. It was more comfortable. Boob dirt.
It's wet.
Front has 2 pockets here, so there's a pocket on either side, which is super nice. You have room for your stuff. And then behind that, there's actually another flap that has fleece. So it's fleece lined on one side, so it's really nice for the cold days. Be kind of nice if there was fleece on both sides, but it's still really nice to have, especially on like spring big water rafting. There is a whistle that's actually built into the pocket. I have all my snack bars in here. It's hard to find. Anyway. It's like my tin whistle. There we go. Okay. So there's a whistle built in, so you don't have to worry about having one on your jacket on the outside. Because I know in like bigger ones I tend to like hit my face on the whistle. So that's really nice to have. It does have a clip, so sometimes I'll have it outside of the pocket and I'll just clip it on the side, so it's a little easier to access. We got the classic adjustable straps. I know there's a couple of PFD brands that don't have that. I tend to like it because I'm a shorter person, so it's nice to just make those a little tighter. And that also helps the overall fit of the jacket. With the Z part, there's only really, there's 3 adjustable points on either side. So you're gonna have the strap here, you'll have the smaller one around your waist, and then you'll have the Z. The Z can be really nice. I wish the straps were a little bit longer, because it makes it really, really hard to put on if you have more gear. And I just have a t-shirt on. This is all the extra webbing I have right now, so I'd really wish that was longer. With the single zip, there is a buckle at the bottom, of course. And the single panel is really comfortable, but it is really hard to put on. I'd say that's probably the biggest pain point with the jacket is it's really hard to put on even in the summertime. So sometimes you have to actually have somebody help you, or sometimes I'll actually soak the panels in the river so I can zip it up. So I'd say that's the biggest pain point of the jacket. Once you do get it on, it's really comfortable. The other thing with like getting in the raft and just general moving around and paddling is that there does tend to be a lot more fill. There's a lot more flotation here at the bottom. So sometimes, especially with winter gear on, it can be really hard to get your stuff. I actually have all my stuff on a belt that I'll move over, so I have my carabiners on there, just so I like to have my gear on my waist so that it doesn't weigh me down, and in a pinch, you know, if I have to release it, I can. With that said, it can be a lot harder to get to your gear since there is so much at the bottom. Swimming was totally good. I swam some big rapids and I swam just like class 2. Both of them are really nice. There's a lot of float with this jacket, so it brings you to the surface really quickly, which is super nice. Swimming was easy. I wasn't inhibited at all by the jacket. It can be a little hard to get in the boat because there's so much material and so much bulk at the bottom. I think that's with most jackets these days. You're gonna have that. So I try to reduce what I have in the front pockets just to not make that any bigger. So I've had this jacket about 8 months and I've taken it on anything from class 2 float to some class 4 or 5. And it's been super solid. I haven't had anything, as far as the durability goes, I haven't had anything break or fall apart. I haven't had any threading, loose threading or anything like that. So I would say it's constructed really solidly. You don't have to worry about it falling apart. I know there's other PFDs that tend to have buckles break or something like that happen pretty quickly within a season. And I'd say I've run about 2 seasons on it. And it's withheld everything really nicely. The price is about mid hundreds, so it's going to be competitively priced with any other class 3 jacket. As far as the value go, it's a really solidly built jacket. I've been running it for 8 months on all sorts of stuff and falling off water cliffs as well. And it's withstood a lot of abuse, I would say. So you're not going to have any trouble with it falling apart. As far as value goes, I'd say just make sure it fits you and make sure you're comfortable with it. It tends to be a higher fitting jacket, and it tends to be a little bit wider than some other jackets. So just make sure it works for you and it's comfortable. And if you're super solid with the fit, then it's a great jacket.